Hey you guys, what's up? It's your girl Tay, and I am here for a Black Ink Crew Chicago review, season 1, episode 5, I believe. I know that usually I do the review the same day the episode comes on, but I was just so exhausted yesterday. I ain't feel like getting on. I ain't feel like watching the show. I ain't feel like getting on camera, so I just finished watching the episode on demand. But first, before we get into that, I want to send my prayers once again to Kevin from the Scorpion Show. I don't know if you guys watch him, but he is one half of the Scorpion Show because Mikhail is also a part of the Scorpion Show. But I want you guys to pray for Kevin because his house got burnt down, I think either last night or early this morning. My heart just really goes out to them. I mean, 2 days before Thanksgiving, like, oh my God, like, my heart, ooh, I'm tearing up because that, ooh, I don't even know what to say. Like, my heart dropped for him when I had seen that this morning. Him talking about it on Facebook and everything, but I know he doesn't know me or whatever, but like I said, I watch him and Mikhail on the Scorpion Show. I love their channel, and if you guys can send him a donation on he set up a GoFundMe page. If you guys can make a donation, please do so. It's a link on my Facebook page. I just made a donation. I mean, every little bit counts. Even if you can only give $5, every little bit counts. So please, 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 if you can. I know it's right before the holidays and everything, but if you guys can, please do so. But if not, then just pray for him and his family, because like I said, 2 days before Thanksgiving, this is just, but I know Kevin and his family, and especially like his mom, I know they're strong, and I know they're going to get through this, and God got something bigger and better for them. So I guess let's just get to the review. um we start off with Kat and Van having a conversation about what happened the night before with Ryan popping off on everybody and everything. Ryan comes in and they pretty much tell him, like, tell him about himself, especially Kat. She was like that ever since his sister died. He's been giving off this real negative energy, and he's sitting up here talking about some Kat overstepping her boundaries from a business standpoint. My thing is, Ryan, okay, you always on this family bullshit when it's convenient for you. But when your so-called family is trying to tell you about yourself and put you in your motherfucking place, oh, now motherfuckers is overstepping boundaries. Like, what? That shit pissed me the fuck off. Like, if you call motherfuckers family and use that family word when it's convenient for you, at least that's what it seemed like to me. So, moving on from that, we get Danielle, Charmaine, and Kat. And they talk about Kat's convention that's coming up. She was talking about how she tried to bring it up to the guys 7 months ago, but they declined to do it, and they act like they didn't want to do it and everything. And they bring up the conversation about her sending 4 text messages, and she admits that she was drunk when she sent them, and she's sitting up here talking about some, I don't have time, for his games and this, that, and the third. But it's like, Kat, you the one who's been playing games with that man. It's like, don't nobody got time to sit up here and play mind reader with your ass, because it's like, one minute you like, I kind of like him, I don't know. The next minute it's, oh, I don't want a man, and now you sending him drunk text messages wee hours of the fucking morning. So I mean, what the fuck do you expect? Like, come on, like, what do you expect from him? I mean, personally, me had I been in that position, I probably wouldn't have text your ass back neither, because I wouldn't know how to respond to that. Because after you done shot the man down, after he done put it out there how he felt about you, you sitting up here playing games with him. Like I said, I understand how you may perceive him from what you see him do with other females, but I mean, if he just look at those females as a fuck, then you know what I'm saying. It's one thing if you see him doing shit like how his brother do when he's supposed to be in a relationship and send up here cheating and shit. But if all you see him do was just fuck females and not be in a relationship with them, then you don't really know how he's going to be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, moving on from that, we get Ford and Van, and Ford talks about his music, meaning that he's also going to have New York, and he asks how he think Ryan would feel about it, and Van is basically like, I feel like he will, be supportive of it, but at the same time he gonna feel some type of way. So moving on from that conversation, we get we get a scene with everyone, and Kat talks about the convention, and she says pretty much there's not enough room for them or something like that, she said. And they seem to appear feeling some type of way and talking about some, basically explaining why they didn't want to do it 7 months ago, and they start bringing the whole race situation in about how the tattoo world is dominated by Mexicans and whites, and they feel like they couldn't compete and everything. But my thing is, y'all not putting yourselves out there to represent for black people. You know what I'm saying? So how do you expect for somebody to see your greatness if you don't even try and make that effort? So I felt where Kat was coming from, and Ryan talking about how she being disloyal and all this stuff. Like, I'm tired of Ryan and all this disloyalty and this family bullshit. And then he brings up the whole family thing again. We supposed to be a family, but like I said, Ryan, this whole family shit seems convenient for you. It don't seem convenient for when motherfuckers is trying to tell you about yourself, or you know what I'm saying. Like, the Cat doesn't have to do every single thing with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that she wants to do for her. I mean, when she was trying to do it with y'all was being on some fuck shit, acting like y'all didn't want to do it. So now that she decided to venture, and I think that's the problem. Ryan's mad because now she choosing to venture off and do it on her own and do shit without him, since they ain't want to do it 7 months ago. That's your own fault, Ryan. Like, you should have did it when she first presented the idea 7 months ago. You can't sit here and get mad because she wants to do some of her own stuff and leave the nest a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just tired of all this family talk and when it's convenient for you. So Ryan has a talk with his mom. He talks about the whole cat situation, and his mom pretty much tells him straight up, like, like a lot of his abandonment issues come from when his mom and when she and his dad had split up and everything, and she feels like he's being extra hard on Kat because of these issues and everything, and she told him like it is, and I respect that. I respect that a lot from his mom. So moving on from that, we get Kat and Ford, and they're talking about the text messages, and Ford's pretty much let her know, lets her know, like, well, you shot me down, so when you text me like that, I didn't know how to respond to it. That's all. It's not about playing games. Like, you the one who's confusing me. You know what I'm saying? So, they talk about how they're both going to be in New York and everything, and they decided to have a redo of their date that they had at Ford's house. They decided to redo that in New York. So we get Ryan, Van, and Don. Ryan, after having a conversation with his mom, he realizes he came down on Kat a little bit too hard, and he's saying that they should go support her anyway, even though he knows that she's mad at them, and and realizes he hasn't been a great leader lately, and he's like, even though she's mad, let's go support her anyway so I can show her what a great leader is. Like, how am I expecting her to be a team player if I'm not even being a great leader myself? So I respected that at that moment until probably next week. He probably gonna piss me off again. But but moving on from that conversation, we get Kat, Charmaine, and Danielle, and they're finally in New York. Kat tells them about the date that she has with Four. And Danielle starts fantasizing about them and shit. I'm like, oh, girl, nasty as hell. Fantasizing about, like, I'm sorry. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I'm not fixing to be fantasizing about my friends having sex. Like, that shit is creepy, especially if I look at my friends and pretty much anybody that's, like, well, I'm not gonna say any, like, my close knitted friends, I consider them as family. So I'm not fixing to be trying to picture them having sex with something, like, no. And then, yeah, you close with both Kat and Four. I mean, I know you a little bit closer with Kat, but still, like, girl, yeah, you watching a little bit too much of Pornhub or something, child. I'm just saying, cause that, girl, yeah, I'm gonna need for you to calm down. What else happened? Oh yeah, Danielle and Charmaine tells Kat about the guys coming to support, and Kat ain't really she ain't really too hype about it, you know what I'm saying, considering how they all acted like complete jackasses at the shop about the whole situation. And she just doesn't want, them being there. She kind of doesn't want them being there after they, made that big ass scene at the shop, and how they, was just so not supportive of it. And, she's kind of like, oh, now y'all want to be supportive, but y'all wasn't supportive of it when I first presented it to y'all, you know what I'm saying? But and I get where she coming from, but they also tell her about them also coming for the party that Black Ink Crew New York is going to be having. So she kind of feels like, oh, so that's what they really coming for. And I mean, I get where Kat coming from, because like I said, they wasn't supportive of it when she first presented the fucking idea. So now all of a sudden they got a change of heart. But at the same time, Kat, just let them come and try to make up for what happened at the shop. Even though, like I said, it look like next week shit gonna still take a turn for the worse. So I don't know. Moving on from that, we get for. Oh wait, did I miss something? Okay, yeah, I probably skipped something that wasn't that important. But yeah, we get for. He meets with Epic Records, and he's having just like a general conversation with the A&R guy, pretty much telling him, giving him a little background story about him, and he plays him a track, and he's kind of vibing. The A&R guy's kind of vibing to it, and then he plays him another one in DJ Khaled's voice. But this time, the A&R guy wants him to perform the track, and he's performing it for him, and he's telling for like I guess he was saying like the track is okay or whatever, but he doesn't know if Four is a street guy. Four was like, oh no, I'm not, necessarily a street guy or whatever. And the A&R guy was like, well, yeah, because I don't know if that's going to be believable and everything. But my thing is, most of these rappers lie about their persona nowadays. So, I mean, but I mean, I guess I can understand what they're saying, because some of what he's saying, because a lot of these rappers, they know how to play the role well. And he's probably not convinced that Four can play that street role well to really convince people that he could be about that life, even if he's not. You know what I'm saying? So, But he does think that Four is talented, and he wants him to pretty much pick a lane that he's comfortable with. Basically find himself in this music industry, and basically, I guess gonna still keep in contact with him, and continue to grow with him and everything. So, I guess you could say overall the meeting was okay. Maybe not exactly what Ford expected, but I mean, Ford, he took it all in stride. He knew it was going to be some kind of criticism to come with it because he's new, and but he appreciates the fact that the guy even bothered to meet with him, because that shows that obviously it's something about him that's there. And yeah, that's good for you, for I hope that you do, your music does take off, and you know you be able to do what you really want to do. um we get Kat and Jamie Collins from the Patriots. She vents to him about the whole situation with Nine Mag, and he gives her some good advice, pretty much saying sometimes you gotta leave folk behind, to move on to the next level, whatever. And she does his tattoo. It's like a snake tattoo and everything. I swear, I love Kat's tats, man. I really love her tattoos. Like, it's just, I don't know. I can't explain it. They're just so amazing. I really think she's talented. More talented than them motherfuckers at Black Ink New York. Shit. But no, I still love Black Ink New York. I mean, But and the last scene we get is Kat and Ford's date. Now, Kat, we can tell that she's really nervous because she's really giggly and she can barely look at him. And they're taking shots together, and Ford asks her, like, what's up? Like, why you all nervous and everything? She opens up to him, telling him that, you make me nervous, blah, blah, blah. She asks if Ford wants to come over, and they fuck. End of the story. End of the episode. Like I said, next week we gonna see them being at Black Ink Crew New York's party. And like I said, looks like Kat and Ryan are still gonna have issues. So that's all I got for y'all. Like I said, please pray for Kevin and his family. If you guys want to make a donation, like I said, the link to the GoFundMe is on my Facebook. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and also make sure you share this video. And I will see you guys. I don't know if I'm gonna do a Gossip Chronicles video this week, considering the fact that it's Thanksgiving. If I do, I definitely know it ain't gonna be on Thursday. Friday, I don't know, because I'm supposed to be going Black Friday shopping. I don't know, y'all. If I don't do a video for the Gossip Chronicles, then yeah, y'all just ain't gonna get one. So yeah, if not, then y'all see me for the Soul Train Awards. Because I'd rather review that than to review the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Well, I'd rather review that first before I review the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, yeah. I'll just see you guys in the next video. Love you. Mwah.